Hi everyone, my name is Slavisha Mihailovic, and in this video I'm going to present the online lead generator, or simply OLG. First of all, I will share with you a short introduction to this new application. I will show you a short demo, let's say, and then after that I will explain you what and how needs to be prepared to configure the OLG for your market. So we will cover these 3 points after the demo. Now, first of all, what do we mean with leads? Leads are people who want to join the sales force of Tupperware, people who want to buy Tupperware products, people who want to organize a Tupperware party. All these pink elements are lead categories, and all these categories are actually business opportunities. So all these categories can be considered as customers, so they are of course very important for us and we need to take care of them. We have a problem and we have a solution, or at least we would like to propose a solution. The problem is what I described here basically. We have a lot of different websites. We have many Facebook pages and other social networks where customers are able to enter their personal data or to send a request, a question, a complaint, anything. But the problem is that we almost have no control of this, about this data. We get a lot of data, but we don't have a full control of it. We don't know what happens. We don't know if somebody is taking care of these leads, and we don't have precise statistics. So basically this is the problem. In some markets, the contact form on the official consumer websites is a simple contact form that simply sends the data by email to the headquarters, and then the headquarters is taking that email and either they answer directly to that customer, or in some cases they forward the request to the responsible distributor. That's one case. Another case is a kind of advanced contact form. We have that in Germany and in Brazil. And in that case, the request is directly sent to the distributor according to the postal code or zip code of the user. So that's the advanced contact form. However, we still don't have control. So the data is forwarded to the responsible distributor, but we don't know if that distributor is actually supporting that consumer. We don't know if a person wants to join the sales force. We know that the data has been sent to the responsible distributor, but we don't know if that distributor is really taking care of that person. The only way is to call them by phone or to send them an email. But of course, if you get 10 or 20 requests per day for each distributor, it's not easy to control all this. So for this reason, we are working on this system that we called online lead generator, and this system should be able to track the status of each lead. This system will be called online lead generator, or OLG, as I said before. And as I just said, we would like to track the status of each lead. What I mean with status: the status is if a new person contacts us, that's a new lead, so the status is new. If somebody contacts that lead, the status should be changed to contacted. If that lead confirms that he wants or she wants to join the sales force, or that she wants to buy a Tupperware, or that she wants to have a Tupperware party, then the status will be changed to joined, or training in progress, or something like that. The goals and the features of the OLG will be, as you have already understood, to collect data. In particular, it's interested in joining the sales force of Tupperware. The OLG will be also able to forward the data to the responsible person or the lead owner. The lead owner will be the distributor, and we will see that later. The OLG will also be able to assign the lead to a recruiter or to a manager. Normally it will be a team leader or a unit manager. What is the difference between these two? In most cases, the lead owner will be a distributor. And in most cases, the manager will be a recruiter or a person responsible to answer that person. In some cases, if we are talking about a small distributor, we will assign the lead only to a lead owner, and that lead owner will have to reply to that person. If we are talking about a big region or about a big distributor that has a lot of employees, probably in that case the distributor will have some people responsible for recruiting or for managing leads. Maybe they will be even responsible for different areas, and the OLG will be able to automatically assign a lead to a lead owner, but also to a manager. We will see later how this will work. The system will also be able to display filtered views of data. So if I want to see the number of leads by postal code or by status, I will be able to do that. As I said before, we will be able to track the status of each lead, statistics, so numbers basically. We will be able to send automatic daily notifications or reports where we see how many leads we get, of which category, and so on. This is a very important point. If we have a new lead right now, somebody is supposed to reply to that lead in a given time, let's say 2 working days, maybe 3 working days. That can be configured per market, of course. If nobody answers to that lead in the given time, let's say 3 working days, the system will start to send alerts either by email or by SMS, but the system will send a kind of alert to inform the responsible person. Like the SMS will contain something like nobody changed the status of this lead. We think that this lead should be supported as soon as possible, so please take care of it. And of course, so far I explained only the positive process, of course, but in some cases the process might be negative, which means, let's say a person is interested in joining the sales force. They contact us, we get the notification, so we have a new lead. The responsible distributor will be, or owner will be assigned, and also the recruiter or manager will be assigned. That manager will contact that person and she will explain her more. So she will explain her how Tupperware works, what needs to be done, and so on. Maybe that person will change her mind. Maybe she will say, okay, thank you, but I'm not interested anymore. In that case, the lead will be lost. So we also have that kind of status, of course. Basically, the main goal is to make sure somebody takes care of our leads. Because the worst case is that we get a lot of data, a lot of leads, but nobody's taking care of them. So this is the main goal. Now, in terms of user experience, this schema is of course very simplified, but it should help you to understand how the OLG will work. First of all, the lead will enter, or the person, so the customer, will enter his or her personal data in our consumer website. Later we will also be able to collect the data on other systems, but for now we have focused of course on the official consumer website there. That's where we will have a contact form, and that's where we will collect the data. When the consumer sends the data, first of all they will get a thank you message. The thank you message will be first of all displayed on the website. We will see that later. And they will also get an email with another thank you message like thank you for contacting us, blah blah blah. We will see a short example in a few minutes. Then when the data is sent, there will be a sort of postal code analysis and lead assignment. So if I live, let's say, in Fribourg in Switzerland, my lead will be assigned to the responsible distributorship in my area. The system will also send SMS and email notifications to the lead owner, distributors, and to the lead managers if they are defined, of course. The SMS here is a short preview of the SMS. When you open it, there will be a link. This link is very important because it will allow you to access that lead immediately without entering a username and password. And this link will work only the first time you click it. This is because we want to make this system extremely simple for the users. Of course, in the backend, the system is not so simple. It has some complexity, let's say, but in terms of users, we want to make this system really, really easy. That's why there will be a link in this SMS. If you click it, you will be able to access additional information about that lead, and then you can call that person and you can change the status. The SMS will also contain basic personal data like the name and the phone number, so you can immediately contact that person, and if that person says, okay, I will join the next meeting on let's say next Monday, you can click that link and you can change the status immediately from new to contacted or something else. This is, let's say, the user experience on a mobile device, because this system will be fully responsive, so it will work on all devices. But of course, if you access the system on a computer like this one, you will have the full interface. And in this case, of course, you have to enter your username and password. We will have different user categories. Like, for example, if I access as headquarters, so I will have a full overview of everything. I will have the statistics here on the left, where I will see some numbers, of course. Then I will be able to filter the data by zip code, by category, by status, by many criteria, let's say. Of course, here I will be able to see the category, join, buy, party, and I will be able to see the status. Like if it's a new lead, if it has been contacted, if it was postponed, let's say, because somebody could say, sorry, I'm on vacation next week, please contact me in a couple of weeks. So it can be postponed, it can be lost, as I said before, and a few others. Then here I will have some basic personal data, and here I will be able to access the user interface if I want to change some personal data. So this is the end of the short introduction. Now maybe I can show you some real pages. For example, in this case we have a test contact form. As you can see, we entered a lot of possible fields. Of course, at the beginning you will have personal data, then you can ask the user, how did you find us, what are you looking for, and a few other things. But one of the most important fields would be the subject. The subject, as you can see in this example, can be something like, I want to be a Tupperware dealer, which means I want to join the sales force. I want to have a Tupperware party, I want to buy, I have a question, I have a comment, I want to complain, something else. So as you can see, the first three subjects will be managed in the OLG, because this one is join, this one is party, this one is buy. So if you select one of these, the data will be saved and managed in the OLG. But if you have a question, if you have a comment, if you want to complain, then we can configure the OLG to send these requests directly to the headquarters, because maybe it's not directly related to a distributor. So this is just a test, but now you can see the contact form we are creating for Tupperware Germany. Of course, everything is in German. For now, we have only 3 subjects, but we will have to configure some others. This one means please contact me. I'm interested in being a hostess, which means I'm interested in organizing a Tupperware party. This one basically means I'm interested in earning a little bit more. I would like to know more. These messages are, by the way, not final, of course, but basically this means I want to join the sales force of Tupperware. And this one simply means I want to buy. Where is the next party? So let's say I want to join. My name is Video. My second name is Tutorial. My street name is something. My postal code is this one, which corresponds to Frankfurt. Okay. My email is this one. I have to enter it twice because in this case the system was configured in this way. My phone number is 1234567. Here are my additional comments. I want to know more about the Tupperware opportunity. Please contact me as soon as possible. Then we have here a security, let's say a CAPTCHA, and here we have to enter the result of this calculation. So 7 minus 5 is 2, and now I'm able to send the contact form. Okay, I made a little mistake. Let's try again. Probably my session was too long, so let's enter it again. 6 plus 1, send. Okay, I get the thank you message here directly on the website. The thank you message is customized because you get something like dear and then your name. And then the system says, thank you for contacting Tupperware. Your request has been sent. We are going to contact you in the coming 3 working days, something like that. Exactly in this moment, I got one SMS message. I cannot share it with you, but I got it. And then I can see, if I open this SMS message, I can see that the system says, in German in this case, but in English basically it means, dear owner, dear distributor of Frankfurt, a customer is interested in joining the sales force. Then I have few personal data, and then I have the link I was sharing with you before. Then I have some screenshots to share with you. Well, actually this is an email. Okay, so this is the email that the customer will get. Again, we want to show them that we want to care. So we want to support them, and this is basically the thank you message. The text is in German, but basically it means dear name, thank you for contacting us. We have received your message and we will contact you in 2 or 3 working days. Of course, this message can be configured for every market, but it's important to configure it. So, and most important, it's important to support the customers in the given time. Then, of course, here is the personal data that was sent by the customers, so it's a kind of control of it. Then we have a screenshot of the data that will be sent to the owner, which is the distributor. So, dear distributor of Frankfurt, a customer is interested, basically this is, let's say, the long version of the SMS, so you can take care of leads by SMS or by email, it's the same. There is a customer interested in joining, and very important, the system says this lead has been automatically assigned to this recruiter. If you would like to manage this lead, you can click here, but theoretically the recruiter should take care of that lead. And here you have the personal data. If you click here, you will be able to access the system. And last screenshot is this one, similar to the first one, but in this case, as you can see, the system says, "Dear Andrea." Andrea is the recruiter or the manager. There is a customer interested in joining the Salesforce, and this lead has been assigned to you. Please click here to manage it. So, as a manager, now I should contact this person. I have the phone number, I have the email. I should contact this person, and I should say, "Thank you for contacting us. We have seen that you are interested in joining the Salesforce of Tupperware. Would you like to join our next meeting on next week, Monday?" The person hopefully will say, "Yes, I'm interested," so I will come, and then I will click here. I will access the system, and then I will be able to change the status. Now, in this case, I'm going to access the system manually. So, just a second, I have to enter it manually. Andrea Heide, okay, and the password. Okay. There it is. As you can see, this manager was assigned to 3 leads. The last one I just entered is this one. So as you can see, the category is join, the status is new, the first name, second name, phone number, postal code, city. Now if I contacted this person, I can click on edit. I can change the status to contacted or something else. I can also enter additional information like this person is a man, the title like Mr., Miss, Doctor, whatever, other details, custom message entered by the user, and now I will save this lead. The lead has been saved. The system will save automatically the fact that I changed the status, and as you can see here on this date, the status was changed from new to contacted. And if I go back to my list of leads, you will see that the status of this lead has been changed. So this is the process. So this was a short introduction to the online lead generator, and now, as said at the beginning, we are going to show you how to configure the OLG for your market. Of course, you will not be able to configure it by yourself, but we will do it for you, and we need your help to configure it. First of all, we need some content to be translated, and then we need the zip ranges. Finally, we will support you to configure the contact form. So let's see. You will get by email, just a second. By email, you will get a package that contains several files. These files need to be translated to your language. First of all, you should open this Excel file, and you should simply enter the translation of this text in English here. So you enter simply the translation here. This is very simple. And as you can see, for example, here we have the different subjects and many other details. Then you will have 2 folders, messages and OLG message templates. Let's see first of all messages. As you can see, you have 6 files. You should open each of them in WordPad, and then you should simply, I will make it a little bit bigger, you should simply translate the sentence after equals. So, login successful, translate this part, wrong username or password, translate this part. Do not touch anything else. So do not change this, do not change this. Do not change anything before the equal, just translate what follows the equal. And you have to do this work for all these files. Now, OLG message templates. This one contains several files, and basically these are email or SMS templates. Now let's say we open this one, SMS body. Again, I suggest that you open this one with WordPad, and again I will zoom it a little bit to make it a bit more clear. As you can see, this is the SMS that will be sent. You have to translate only the content, but not the variables. So you have to translate dear. Here the system will enter the first and the second name. Then you have to translate there is a lead interested to. Do not translate this, and assign to you. So basically you have to translate everything except the variables. Let's see another example. New lead owner mail body. Again, I will open it with WordPad, and this one, as you can see, it contains the HTML code of the email. You can of course ignore the HTML code. This is not important for you. You only need to translate the content. So you can ignore all HTML tags, just ignore them. And then when you see that the content starts, like here, dear, translate this. There is a lead interested to. Do not translate the category because that will be entered by the system automatically, and assigned to something. So just translate the content. Do not translate the variables that start with $, like in this case. Then you scroll down, more HTML code, and then you will see that there is a subject. So you translate this, title, first name, last name, gender, and so on. So you have to translate all these files. It might look complicated, but after translating a couple of files, you will get used to it. You will get used to it, and it will be very simple. If you don't understand something, if you are not sure, don't translate the content. Contact us, and we will explain you again what needs to be translated. If something is not final or not correct, don't worry, because once we have all these files, we will simply upload them to the system, and the translations will be there ready. When you start testing the OLG, probably you will change your mind about some translations, because when you see the final translation in the final context, you might want to change some details, and you will be able to do that. You will just need to change the translations in these files, and that's all. Now let's go back. Yeah, so basically this is everything that regards translations. If something was not clear, please contact me, and I will be more than happy to explain it again to you directly in live mode. Then another file you will get in the package for the OLG is the list of zip ranges. So you will get this Excel file, and you will have 3 columns. The first 2 columns columns contain the zip ranges. The third one contains the owner or the distributor, and the last one contains the manager. So these postal codes are based for Switzerland. So for example, if anybody enters a zip code from 6500 to this one, that lead will be assigned to the distributor or owner of Lugano, which is a city in the Italian part of Switzerland, and that lead will be assigned to the manager of Lugano. So let's say maybe this can be the boss of that distributor, and this can be the person responsible for recruiting or the customer care. Another example is the third one. In this case, the zip ranges correspond to Zurich, and in this case, as you can see, the manager was not defined. So let's say, it's just an example of course, maybe the distributor of Zurich is a small one and they don't have a person responsible for contacting the customers. So in this case, the lead will be assigned only to an owner, and the manager will not be assigned automatically. But it doesn't mean that the manager doesn't exist. Maybe the manager exists in the system, maybe they have 5 different managers, but maybe in this case the owner wants to assign the lead manually, and they will be able to do that in the OLG. So this is how you have to provide the zip ranges. In another example here, this is the data that has been prepared for the test version of the German OLG. As you can see, in this case, they have not provided zip ranges. They have provided precise zip codes, and these zip codes will be longer and longer. So it's not from 2 like we have seen before. In this case, the zip code is exactly the same. So 6528 and then again 6528. And here you can see that this lead will be assigned to this owner and to these managers. It's actually the same because all these postal codes correspond to Frankfurt, and then there is another one, Amberg, and then there is another one from Hanover. This is test data. It's just an example to show you how the data needs to be provided. And then finally, here you don't need to provide anything, but we will need to discuss with you how the contact form needs to be configured. In most cases, well, for sure you will have the subject, then some personal data. You will have a field to enter the custom message, and then you can enter some additional fields like what are you looking for, how did you find us, etc. But we suggest, especially at the beginning, we suggest to keep this contact form extremely short and simple, because if users see a very long contact form, they will be not very motivated to enter personal data. So let's keep it very simple at the beginning. I hope that everything was clear so far. If not, please let me know. We can of course discuss by email, by phone, by link, anything. Thank you very much for watching, and please contact us if you have any questions. Thank you.